つきものの分際でここへ踏み入ろうとはおろかな。
今のは
君についてきた汚れだろう。もう失せた。安心していい。
Okay, we're gonna have to rewatch this cutscene because I forgot to save that I had to redo the boss fight.
属性に生きる以上汚れがつくことは仕方がない。払えばいいだけのことだ。行こう。この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も汚れは持ち込めない。ここで汚れを落とす。さあ、君も。
はい。いや、
大丈夫。ただの水だよ。
ひなこ、おい、しっかりしろ。
ドジだね。あんた階段から落ちたんだよ。
腕、どうした？
あれ、引っ掛けて破いちゃったのかな。
特にあざはないみたいだな。痛むところはないか？
うん、大丈夫。それはよかった。
どうした？
行こう。時間を無駄にした。
よし、行こう。
私をちゃんと守ってよ。私、ひなこみたいに強くないんだから。
分かってる。俺から離れるな。
うん。
目指すは俺の家だ。 裏道から山を越え剣道に出よう。俺が先頭を行く。相棒はしんがりを。
分かった。
私はシュウ君の後ろにいるね。真ん中なら安心だし。
A friendly face.
しんがりは引き受けた。
Okay, no.
「武器が壊れかけてる。もう少しだけ持ってくれ。」
Sure thing. Where was our house at? Was it up here? I think we need to upgrade our charm capacity. Well, I don't know what we need to upgrade, actually. Sanity doesn't seem to have been that big a deal so far.
「でかいやつどこ行った？」
Oh, is that where we fought the Patrick Star?
ひなこ、こっちだ。大丈夫か相棒。化け物につけられてないか？
問題ない。
シュウ君っていつまでひなこのこと相棒って呼ぶの？相棒なんて呼び方、小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いしてない。
そうだな。された覚えもない。
立ち話は終わりだ。行くぞ。
That was some mean side eye. There's one way over there. I don't know if the monitor's picking that up. Okay.
相棒、妙な化け物が増えてる気がしないか？
お前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人がどんどん増えてっただろうが。
ひなこってしゅうくんと話すときは男の子みたいな喋り方だよね。
昔の癖が今も抜けないからかな。
俺たちは幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
ふーん。だから男女の関係にはならなかったってわけ。
今はそんな話をしてる時じゃないぞ。行こう。
これもうじき壊れるな。
I'm about to break. Oh.
ちょうどいい。こんな時に。
Holy shit. Okay.
相棒、こっちだ。
何あれ。
やだ、気持ち悪い。
あいつらまさか気持ち悪いので街を飲み込む気なのか。
化け物が多すぎる。
迂回しよう。街を突っ切るのは危険すぎる。
私たちの千鶴や、どうしてこんな。
中学校の方へ向かってそこから山道を登ろう。だいぶ遠回りになるが街は避けられる。よし行こう。
Let's see. I'm just reading real quick. Okay.
武器が壊れかけてる。少しだけ持ってくれ。
There's no way through there. What am I missing here? Okay. I don't think it's worth going all the way back to get that box.
これが壊れたらどうする？
だぞ。
シュウ君、一緒に逃げよう。
Hello?
二人はどこに？
ひなこ、こっち。
Who are you? He never even bothers with guys. Typical.
武器が壊れかけてる。もう少しだけもくれ。
That's better. Oh, he's already up here. go through there yet because we haven't gone downstairs. Okay, never mind. Hey Blackstone, we're having a bad time. Merry Christmas. Now, what the fuck was that thing? Okay then. Thank you for the 1500 biddies also. It's been one of the years of all time, and I don't know how to feel about it. Sell those. But I hope you've been having a good holidays.
嘘ついてるよね。
知らねえよ。
騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
ひなこ、遅かったな。心配したぜ。
This man is trifling.
心配してなかったよ。相棒なら絶対に大丈夫って言ってた。
Girl, shut up.
そうか。ありがとう。
It's been better. Of course, we lost our cat. I guess like 2 weeks ago. That's fine. We don't actually know how old she was. We think she was like 5 or 6 when we got her, and that was 10 years ago. So. I got back into reading comics, not as much as I was like last year, but in the past week or so I've been reading a bunch. I decided to read Warren Ellis's Stormwatch, and then his Authority, and then Planetary. I specifically did not read past his run on the Authority because I intensely dislike Mark Millar's writing. And I hear that I'm not missing anything. delicious.
でもお供え物だったよね。
Like, I aggressively just don't like its rating. I think that was one of the first conversations me and Chris Herman had, was us complaining about the comic version of Wanted. What are you? Why is your sack hanging out? I also read Planetary, and I enjoyed all of the Warren Ellis Wildstorm stuff that I read this week. And I specified that I dislike Mark Millar's writing because I don't feel like I've heard anything bad about the man himself. I might have missed something though, but Warren Ellis's stuff was a great read, and he's like one of the worst people ever. Okay, all we got is our kitchen knife. Where? Okay. When we meet Foxboy again, he's gonna have to answer before. Well, it's the ending of Wanted where the guy's like flipping off the reader, and he's like, "This is what I look like when I'm fucking your girlfriend in the ass." And it's like, okay. That's enough of that. And I haven't actually read any. I'm trying to think what I've read of his besides Wanted. I've read Ultimates 1 and 2 before. I think that's it. I haven't read Kick-Ass or Kingsman or nothing. The Ultimates is like is kind of like closest to, from what I've seen of it, is like kind of closest to being his best work because he was reined in a little bit. I didn't know he did Ultimate X-Men. Strangely, the Ultimates got significantly worse. Maybe not significantly, but it got worse when he left.
ひな子は向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
相棒、遅かったな。さあ行こうぜ。
Huh? I don't think they'd give away the twist that early. He has a lot of nerve talking that much shit about me when I'm holding a knife.
昔はシュートこの辺で道草食ってた。
Yeah. Ultimates 3 and Ultimatum were Jeff Loeb
鍵がかかってる。昔はなかったの
when
に。
he was in the midst of a massive, like, mental and emotional breakdown. And I'm not even, that's not like a point of, like,
ちょっと休憩しようよ。
that's not me talking shit, that's just a known fact. And the Ultimate Universe went on too long. I think Ultimatum was originally supposed to be the end. Yeah, he lost his child. Was originally supposed to be the end of the Ultimate Universe. They were gonna reboot, but then they didn't. And that kind of, like, the way that it just kept going without much of a rudder is, like, why Jonathan Hickman has, like, set the Ultimate Universe, new Ultimate Universe to end after 2 years. I think it's ending pretty soon.
鍵は私が探す。
そうだよ。シュウ君はずっと戦闘で頑張ってたんだから。
Although if they had ended at Ultimatum, they would have not gone, like, the main... They would have not gotten to the main things that
二人とも休んでてくれ。
people appreciate about the Ultimate Universe, like Miles Morales or evil Ultimate Reed Richards. Why do I have this pic? Oh, that's right. I was talking about Greg Land, and I was showing some of his porn tracing. That's why this picture's up here. I forgot. But I read probably the first year and a half of the Ultimate Universe a few months ago. And the Ultimate Universe is interesting. The original Ultimate Universe is interesting
卒業以来だね。
because most of it's bad. I might as well show the fucking picture. That is porn. He traces porn. He denies it, and I don't know why. Because they found most of his references. They I can't. I might as well go through this again because we did it before. But I remember reading Ultimate Fantastic Four, which is also mostly not good when I was younger. I was like 13 or 14, and Greg Land takes over the art at one point. He may have admitted it, but he doesn't anymore. But like Greg Land takes over, and like I was like, why is it being drawn like this? I can't show the reference because she's topless, but he drew this like based on a Sports Illustrated cover. What else is going on? I guess that's enough. but he was kind of like one of Marvel's like big artists at one time. Now, a lot of those comic artists that were busted for like tracing their stuff have since gone on to start using AI art, but I don't think Greg Land has. AI art is just is basically you're just hiring out the tracing. Buy as much of that mountain's land as you can. I need to find a shrine. What is that noise? Oh. How you doing, buddy? I'm just gonna let him be about his business. Ah! I don't think he's gonna come in here, but I'm not sure. This game is like 3 or 4 months old, but I just I waited till it was on sale, so I don't know what's going on. Or how this relates or connects exactly to other Silent Hill games. Hello? Someone just started yelling. To prevent students from going to the second floor, please ensure the corridor is locked. I've also started playing Expedition 33, which is the French game that swept the Game Awards this year. But I'm not going to be streaming that. That's just for my own edification. It's very French, is the reason that I specified. Chrysanthemums grown by our very own vice principal have won the governor's prize. Okay, we need to look at the flower bed for his keys. I was trying to remember what else I was reading. Oh, I've been reading the DC Marvel crossovers in order now that they've started doing them again. I'm in the middle of the Amalgam comics. It is very gorgeous. I'm only like a couple hours in. So they did, in order, let me try to remember this. They did 2 Superman and Spider-Man crossovers. They did an Incredible Hulk and Batman crossover. I can just look at my channel. Well, I'm going, you know, there's X-Men Teen Titans, which was pretty good. I think all of them are okay. There were 2 Batman Punisher crossovers. There was Spider-Man Batman, Darkseid and Galactus, and Green Lantern and Silver Surfer. What's interesting to me is that all of them up until Green Lantern Silver Surfer are set in a universe where these characters just coexist naturally. They just don't meet up often. But Green Lantern Silver Surfer is specifically like they're crossing dimensions, and that leads into Marvel versus DC, which is very silly. And gets into the Amalgam comics where they mushed their characters together and made a bunch of very silly one-shots about them. I guess we just... Oh, we can't go out here. That's right. I'm fairly certain that I've shared the panel from New Teen Titans where Wally is like, why do you got... I don't rag on you guys for being liberal. Why do you rag on me for being a Midwestern conservative? And that actually comes up again, like, as a joke in the New Titans X-Men. Because, like, there's, like, a moment of downtime, and he asks, and Wally asks, Storm if Colossus is Russian, because Wally has a problem with Russians. It's like, Wally... Oh, hang on. I don't know. It was kind of... I don't know where that... If, like, that characterization originated there. I couldn't tell you. Of course, being conservative meant something extremely... Maybe not extremely. But the people that were comfortable calling themselves conservatives, like, were a much broader spectrum than today. It did not automatically mean that you were the baddies, like it does now. But, like, Barry Allen was, like, a Midwestern cop. Oh, we could have... Okay. Yeah, I think it's also a lot of them that were more normal were just not inclined to, like, show their true nature because they felt like the culture was on their side, and now they see it moving. I think that's what Chuck Dixon is. I think he's always held these views, but he now feels like they're threatened. Chuck Dixon, who wrote one of the fucking things I had to read. What's the dumbest one I've read so far? Of the Amalgam comics, I think it's Bullets and Bracelets is the dumbest one I've read so far. Now I'm trying to figure out where we're headed. I think we need to go explore at the bottom where that big guy was running around. I didn't say I didn't enjoy it. I said that it was stupid as shit. That is an immutable truth. That it's dumb as shit. Okay. We'll kind of try to avoid Big Man. I've read all of the Amalgam comics before, but it's been like 15 years. And I've been posting a lot of panels from it in my comics Discord, and I guess some of the other people aren't as familiar with it. So they're perplexed by some of the choices as to like which characters to combine that took place. One of the rules is that frequently, well, one of the rules is that you're not going to be satisfied with what they choose to do with this concept, like in terms of who they choose to fuse, because it's very random. The second rule is that several characters get turned into two different amalgams. Like there's two different characters that have aspects of Cable in them. The third rule is that sometimes they don't amalgamate the character at all. Like Diana Prince is just kind of Diana, but harder edged because Storm is Wonder Woman. Diana Prince and Steve Trevor / Punisher, whose baby is kidnapped by War Machine / Monarch,
新しい武器を見つけなきゃ。
working for Thanos' side. Oh. We can use that later. My philosophy is normally to take out the enemies as much as I can, but I'm pretty sure this guy revives after a while, so we're not going to do that. And like, it's hard to like talk with substance about any of them because they're just random like one-shots presented just as is. So there's little to talk about like at once. But like the Super Soldier one, which I think was written by Mark Waid, and like the Storm Wonder Woman one were both pretty fun reads. I'm in the wrong area. I see. through the window. Because I'd have an easier time dealing with that. Oh, come on. What are the scarecrows doing in here? I read Bruce Wayne Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which got a little wacky. And also has, like, multiple characters that were turned into two different amalgams because they have Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne when there are already, like, amalgams of Batman and Iron Man that exist. Well, actually, Iron Lantern wasn't until the next year because they released 2 sets over 2 years. They might not have thought about that.
Nani?
I think it's Bullets and Bracelets that Chuck Dixon wrote. I might be wrong. Echo isn't coming. So right now it's setting up the fact that we've been dead the whole time. Bruce Wayne, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is what I meant. Uh...
間違えたか。
Do you think this puzzle box is also going to have eyeballs in it like the last one we did? What are we doing?
なんか違うな。
Maybe there's more context to this puzzle that we're not. Just get Hanako out of my life once and for all. Oh man, Rinko has been an Olympic class hater. Care what the I might be stuck on this puzzle for a while, but I think I said Super Soldier was pretty good. Legends of the Dark Claw was okay. JLX was silly. Assassins, where sexy Daredevil and sexy Catwoman like team up to fight Kingpin / Riddler. Okay. Tastes the sweet and tart fruit on the cake.
確か
Yeah, I don't know what they were cooking with that one. Nah, don't worry about it. I might talk about it more on New Year's. I'm just going to look up the solution to this because I don't want to be stuck on this puzzle box all day. But I might talk about this more on New Year's, but 2025 has been one of the years of all time. It's aside from the unrelenting horror and despair of the real world, there's been some personal things that have been weighing on me in the last half of the year, and I've had a series of like pretty minor health scares, but I think the takeaway is that I can't be trying to stream every day like I used to be, or at least not for a while. So I think I'm going to slow down as far as that is concerned. Oh, wait. I did this. I made this. Sorry. The apple. I think we're just supposed to click on everything that's sweet. Sort of. Also, I just don't eat well. I never have. And it's starting to be more. Are you over Hinako now? That girl is dead. I can picture us slowly girl. It says going through books or something. Well, there's a book. There we go. And now we need a tinier box. But what I was going to get to was that it's also been, I think I think I've had the most consistent engagement this year of the 3 years that I've been doing this. And it's also I think been the most fulfilling. And I think has the overall best streams that I've done so far. We started doing those marathons where I play every like almost every game in a franchise that I'm not familiar with. Where we did Kirby, we did God of War, and we did all the Remedy games. And those were fun, and I had lovely people able to serve as like an encyclopedia for when I need it. I think I have this wrong. Two leafy branches and a cherry blossom tree on the other side. That's bear with me. What is... You're gonna make me... You're making me look stupid. I don't really have... Because... any stream goals for next year besides being able to actually cash out the money that everybody's been so generous to give me for this. There are 12 puzzles, it says. There we go. I'll try not to wear myself out also. I wasn't reading the chat for a little bit. So we need to get Shu away from Rinko right now. Oh, we're getting so many keys. Now let's see what that piano was about. Fuck off. TT is the most disgusting person I've ever met. I wish someone would destroy her locker. Her combination is 377. Liar, 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 liar. So I was homeschooled past the 5th grade, so I'm assuming that this is an accurate representation of what school is like. Including this on screen right now. That's the one we just came from. We need to open her locker.
Keybox が開かない。鍵がいる。
Oh, there's the... I misread that. Three, 7, I think. Oh wait, no. It's TT that they're looking at. Silent Hill F locker code. We have, I think for games next year, I forget all what's coming out. But there's the new Resident Evil, there's Control 2. Damn, I can't remember. Oh, there's the new-ish Tomb Raider. But there's like... There's no other lockers to open. There was some big game that they revealed that I didn't give a shit about, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh man, we can't go hang out with the big, gross starfish anymore. Hinako has not expressed even a second of concern about her mom and dad. Which I guess makes sense because they both suck, but... I'm gonna try to get out of this school, and then we'll probably call it so I can go back down for Christmas dinner. Using his name in the code. Oh, I guess I already solved that one. Let's eat. Well, let's not. Let's just get rid of this. $84 times 4. Oh man, they're just stocking me up on repair kits. I could keep this steel pipe forever. I don't know which one this is. $585. 865. There we go. Sugayoshi. That's 585. Okay. Oh, 505. Yeah. This is 377. We actually solved this one the right way. Well, I tried to drop on her and it didn't work.
い武器を見つけなきゃ。
We're almost out of here.
やっと見つけた。
And they're just over there. He's trying to steal our man. Our bro.
相棒の役でも悪の女幹部の役でもいいんだよ。
鍵見つけたぞ。
おかえり。面倒をかけたな。相棒も休めよ。俺たち先に休んだから。
休みなよ。私とシュウ君で寝ずの番をしててあげるから。
いや、私は本当に大
ひな
丈夫。
こ、休めよ。あとは俺たちが見張っておくから。
おやすみ、ひなこ。
They're gonna leave her ass. Are we gonna meet the Foxman again? Is he gonna explain why he tried to fuck us?
シュウ君もああいうの好きでしょ。
興味ねえよ。
君に命を救われ魂を奪われた私だ。
Fuck you.
今度は私が君の魂を救い古き君の命を奪おう。
It's the sexy like Foxman that I'm not entirely sure what this has to do with Silent Hill as I understand it, but
無理しなくていい。まだ休んでいるといい。
起きられます。
清めの水が少し強すぎたのかもしれ
you
ない。
fed us molten lava.
君は思った以上に繊細で敏感なようだ。でもよく頑張ったね、みなこ。さあ、先に進もう。
So I think we'll complete this next section in the Nightmare World and then move on. Or call it a stream. There were these games called survival horror games called Fatal Frame that are very Japanese. Like they're also set in remote Japanese villages and involve a lot of ancient stuff. I'm trying to not sound like an idiot, but I want to try those. You have like a special ghost hunting camera. Do want to try that.
先に行って支度をしておく。お別れをしてくるといい。
はい。
So he might be trying to lead us to the afterlife. I don't know what this has to do with Silent Hill lore. I also don't fully believe that we're dead, or that that's the whole story. I just realized, where is Silent... I think it's Washington is where the town of Silent Hill is. No, I was wrong. It's Maine. I could have guessed that, actually. But we're half a world away and several, like 2 or 3 decades before any of the other Silent Hill games. I think they said this is like 1962.
これは咲子の
Oh, hi. Oh, we still have our spear. Hi. I also want to try Dino Crisis, which is made by the same company as Resident Evil, and is just Resident Evil but with dinosaurs. This is going very poorly. Okay. Now there was another monster over here making noise. I love her just holding this big ass spear. As Sakuga's mother, I want to thank you for teaching my daughter. Alright, we need to find another lantern, I guess. Or just not go that way. Oh, that's where we came from. I'm sorry. I didn't follow that. You too, buddy. I'm probably gonna get food in like 20 minutes. Come over here. Oh, I see. He's waiting. Only took a little bit of lumps there. let's get another charm. The baby centipede, come on. Oh, hang on, I need to read that. Come on. Actually, I think, yeah. I'm gonna go down to eat. Yeah. Everybody take easy and stay safe.